G'day folks, we're here at the Atlanta Metro Mixed Doubles Pro Final between Jansen, Devilliers versus Andrea Koop and Zane Navratil. In today's lesson, I want to pay particular attention to some of the major differences in shot selections between pros and amateurs. So without further ado, here are 6 shots the pros hit that you probably aren't. Firstly, there's the high forehand drop shot. This is the classic stick and the carrot. After a great return causing some miscommunication between his opponents, Devilliers attacks with both the backhand and then the forehand. Neither one forced an error, but it did reward him with a massive amount of court space to work with. Notice though that to pull off this shot he still has to sell the idea that he was going to continue to attack deep. Ultimately even Navratil can't get a paddle on it. Later on in the game, we see Devilliers perform the same shot again with point-winning effect. Coming in at number 5, we have the drive-then-drop combination. One of the hallmarks of the evolution of pickleball is undoubtedly powerful driving. However, the purpose of the drive isn't simply to try and force an error. We see here the third shot drive being put to good use to reward the serving side with an easier ball to then drop in the kitchen. Many returns come with a lot of backspin, which makes timing the perfect drop on the third shot a little more tricky. By driving the ball, pros are essentially able to bully the spin off the ball and are happy to deal with a volley to which they then attempt to make a quality drop shot off. Moving on to number 4, we have the honest man. Devilliers is one of the more dominant mixed players in the world, and Andrea Koop knows it. Your average player typically tries to keep the ball away from their opponent's most dangerous player. That just makes sense. Koop knows, however, that one of the keys to victory is going to be how well she can stop Devilliers from cramping the center and poaching. To do this, she needs to be aggressive whenever possible towards the backhand side of Devilliers. Time and time again, we see Devilliers moving early to have a chance to poach, while Koop exposes the emerging space. Not only does this play win the point, but it sends an important message. Stay in your own side, big fella. Later on in the match, we see Jansen using a similar tactic, but with a well-placed dink, leading to a fantastic backhand Ernie on Navratil. Next up, we have the Poach Dink. Why would someone come all the way over to save the day if they're not going to start and finish an attack? Well, 3 reasons that we can see Mr. Devilliers and Navratil demonstrate. Firstly, the player has to leave early to capitalize if a ball happens to be high enough to attack, so they're going to be in the vicinity anyway. Secondly, they've gotten in front of their partner, essentially blocking them off from potentially playing the shot. Lastly, if he was to just leave the area, then there might very well be a miscommunication with their partners. The hardest part of this shot is keeping your cool and simply playing the same kind of dink that doesn't put either of you out of position. Moving on to the Semidrive. Zane Navratil has one of the best serves in the game, and once again it was met with a short return. Jansen is late getting to the kitchen, and Zane Navratil knows it. The only problem is the ball is so short that he also knows a full swing could send that ball into the bleachers. Not wanting to take his foot completely off the gas, he plays a mid-pace drive that effectively stops Jansen in her tracks. Well played, young man. Well played. To round out our list is the step-in two-handed crosscourt dink. At the highest level of two-handed proficiency, there are shots available that no one-handed mere mortal can compete with. After a hand-speed exchange, Koop settled things down with a traditional open stance cross-court backhand dink, to which Devilliers is forced into a deep lunge. He ultimately pops the ball up high and short. Notice that as Koop steps in to play the ball, Jansen has already stepped back and Devilliers has moved to intercept. Neither player could read the cross-court dink from that setup. Incredible shot. What separates the pros from the rest is more than just physical, obviously, but with today's lesson, you'll start to get a better idea of when and why the highest level shots are made. Have a think about incorporating some of these shots in your game, and let me know how it goes. Till next time, stay out of the kitchen.